Welcome to Coffee with Consuelo. How are we doing today? Good?
Oh, yes.
Excellent. Yeah.
We talk about what's happened recently. If people are not into TV, like, news. I'm not a big fan of them. And because you never know how much is true or not. But
Right. Plus, it's so negative. So
Yeah.
negative. We don't need that in our minds, in
Exactly.
our space. We don't need that.
But I've noticed, and you notice too, in Instagram or other social media, how much the movement is changing, and the love and the working peace, working for love is around. And because I am from QHHT, I'm a practitioner, and I listen to Dolores Cannon.
Wonderful, wonderful stuff.
We love how she was inspired, because through her hypnosis, she learned a lot. She was able, I love this lady. She was so curious about life. She would know how to ask a question.
She did. Great interviewer.
I know. Sometimes
you have to know what questions to ask, what to talk about.
I know.
She did.
And so she
brought out so much information.
And what she did, she really was able to catch a lot of information about the higher self. And so through her hypnosis, she has some people able to tell her what's going to happen next, or information about the new future or the new era,
Wow.
So, and she did it, if I'm correct, in 2020. And the same time, the Dr. Mazuru Amoto, the doctor for the
water.
Yeah.
Right.
So we did the same year. Interesting. And
time to go.
Yeah,
when it's time to go, it's time to go.
I know, it's time to change. So recently I come to see this, that is a final protocol about the quantum. The really is a kind of traditional protocol that she taught Dolores Cannon. And what is interesting, is very actual, because it's for 2026. And of course, people be more flexible about time, because she say a certain time just to give an idea of the transition of the time that is moving. So maybe it can shift a few months, a few weeks, or whatever, but it's giving us some idea of what is happening in this year, in this reality.
Yeah, because a lot of other people are talking about how time is shifting depending on how much we put effort in, how much we're shifting towards more love, towards more humanity. And so when we do that, more and more and more of us evolve. It's that 100th monkey thing. Then things shift faster, so the time frame shifts. Yeah. So let's not be so pinpoint on time. Exactly. Let's just keep doing stuff. So the faster it accelerates, yes, it's exhausting. Yes, it's tiring. Yes, it's a lot, and it can be overwhelming. So it's really important to connect, and doing some of this protocol to help release the old things to move forward.
It's important. I noticed that you use hands like Italian.
Ma sono italiana, cosa vuoi? What I just said was we're Italian. She's Italian. Obviously, you can hear she's Italian. I'm Italian also. And this is how we talk.
Yeah, I know. It's funny because I'm controlling myself more in the last years, because people tell me, oh, I can see your video and you move so much your hands. Okay. So now, I'm watching she moves her hands like I do.
Yeah.
Okay.
How do you get an Italian to stay quiet? Tie their hands down.
Okay. So she talks about the 3 windows going to be open in this year, and the windows one is between now, January and March, and she called the fourth awakening. So she said that everybody, doesn't matter if you are more awakened or not, but you're going to feel something. You're going to feel that there's a crack in the matrix. Of course, the people more intuitive are going to feel more, going to perceive more. But that's for the people that are not involved, they're going to feel it. And
everybody, we're all being affected.
Yes.
So even if you don't understand what you're feeling, it's okay. You're all right.
Yeah.
You're feeling what is going on. And that's why it's challenging. So the more you understand, the easier it is to work with it.
And look right now what's happening. They work in peace.
Yeah, the monks that are walking in peace from Texas to DC.
And people singing in front of
oh my gosh,
some office in the
Walk
cities,
for peace.
And also the eye stuff. Everything is like people are singing to protest. And I love this idea. And to me, singing, it means we want to be peaceful. We don't want to be in a different, misinterpreted. So we want to be exactly what we are, and we are singing from the heart. And I love it.
Yeah.
So she said that we're going to notice more and more master numbers like 11/11, 2022, 33, stuff like that in our calendar, in our time. And this is a way to remind us to activate our awareness, to be more conscious about it's happening. So something happening more and more. Remember
paying more attention.
how many times I do have something, and Mary says 11/11. Or, remember how many times I show you?
Right.
I went last year, 2 years ago, like,
master numbers.
every time, like, okay, what's going on here? It's about pay attention.
Right.
So the second window is going to be between April and June, and is the great separation. So she believes, and I think that she's right, how many people talk about, are people going to disappear? And people, some client call me, what's going to happen to my family if I don't believe what they do? So they're not going to disappear. Because
different realities.
Yes.
Different realities,
so,
right.
But people start to think, oh, we're going to disappear. I'm going to wake up in the morning. I'm not going to find her anymore in the house. Maybe we'll start to believe this. I'm not
I don't know that that's how it's going to happen. But we don't know how it's going to happen. So
what I understood from my perception is because more we are vibrating higher, our vibration is going to be higher. So, and our way to think about it's going to be different. And perceive is going to be different. More we go to the love towards the fear, we're going to start to don't pay attention to these people and forget about them. Not because they don't exist in our life, but because we don't feel connected anymore so much like before.
They're not the same frequencies.
Exactly.
And that's what everybody's talking about, finding your community, finding the people that you resonate with. And that means frequency, which means vibration, which means your energy level. Those are all the same thing that we're talking about.
Yeah.
Just like when you speak about vibrations and frequencies, just like we can't see some things because they're different frequencies. It doesn't mean that we're not there. It's just we can't see them at that level. Just like we can't hear like giraffes. The example is giraffes, you can't hear them making noise because we don't have that frequency level.
Yes.
But it doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
Yes, exactly. So she talked about the two terra, two earths.
Two earths, right.
The old one, carrying the karma and carrying the heaviness, the density. And the new one that is about love, forgiveness, and letting go, and be more in the high perspective where you see everything that there is a solution. You don't judge anymore. So there's going to be the division. And she said that between April and June, it's going to be, she called the great separation, where people start to have this feeling where they want to do, or advance their reality, change a job, or changing place where they live, or find a different partner because they don't resonate anymore. Yeah. They want to find a different way to be. In a way or another, doesn't matter. There is no judgment by this, but they're going to choose which side they want to be, okay? Yeah. Which part of the earth. And she said also it's going to be the great stroke, like lampo stroke, like a lightning. And it's going to happen. She believed in May. And again, and people are going to feel it and people not. But in that moment, you're going to be a moment where the sun is going to be so strong. You're going to send this vibration. And we're going to start to think about our life, the full one, everything. It's happened in a second. We're going to start to think about ourselves, how we did it, what we did it. And we're going to feel like, that we're going to understand better what we're going to do in the future.
Right. Where are we going?
Maybe not with details, but we're going to know exactly, I want to follow this. I want to do this. And this is going to be my next job. Or I want to follow this kind of teaching. Or, I'm going to be with this kind of person. Or I want to change my people. I don't want to belong to this church anymore. Or whatever it is, Everybody's going to feel that needed to change and to shift.
Yeah.
And this is going to be important because certain people, maybe the more sensitive one, it's going to be 1% of the population. And and they're going to feel in their body like a wave of energy and feeling something's going on. But it's going to be a few seconds. So if you're busy, you're not going to pay attention to much.
You won't notice it as much, right? If you're not actually aware that, wait, what am I sensing? So the more I think that we get in tune with ourselves and listen, meditate, yoga, practice, whatever practice you take to be solitary and quiet and stillness, then we can connect better and listen to all those cues from our intuition, from our higher self.
Yes.
And pay attention, and then we go, aha, there's that moment.
Yes, and I believe it. In fact, we're going to talk, maybe not today, but the next time, about the protocol that she suggests to do it. So the third window is going to be between July and September, and she believes it's going to be the point of no return. But between you and I believe that all of us, we know that when you choose something and you believe it, you already are in the point of no return.
Right, you're going that direction. That's what you've decided, and you've left the other behind. You're like, that's not what I want.
Yeah. So
we do that all the time. So think about what you want and don't want.
Yeah, exactly. So realize that you need to follow your dream and your heart, and ask yourself, what makes me happy? Because this is the answer. What makes you happy? What gives you something that you feel good about yourself? At the end of the day, when you think about yourself, you feel, I'm happy about my life. I love what I have, and I'm doing good.
And what I'm doing, and the people around me, and
exactly.
The people I love.
I think this is the point of return, because you say, we're going to be in the moment where we cannot make a decision anymore. We cannot go back to the old yourself, or the old earth, or the new earth, whatever. You cannot move it. You're going to be in a place where you choose to be.
Right.
But it's not about punishment. It's really about what you resonate most. And it's
again, what your frequency is, again,
yeah.
what you're doing with your life, where you want to go, and be aware, because everything has a repercussion about what we want. But all this aligns with what the astrologers say. A lot of the astrologers are talking about the same time frame, that things are shifting. And if you look at all the planets and the cosmology of what's happening this year, which is a lot, so much. Right now we're in February. So the 17th we have the Chinese New Year switching over. But there's also the moon changes, and there's a lot of planetary shifts that are going to coincide to all this, that it's going to trigger. And we can't change that. That's happening. Yeah. All you can do is choose. What are you going to do? What direction you're taking.
Fear. Without fear.
Absolutely.
And just be true to yourself. And it's not that, if you are in the new heart. No, it's just about, I wish everybody is going to be in a place where they don't feel fear. But if you're not ready to figuring out this, it's okay, and don't blame other people, and don't feel sorry for other people, because everybody chooses their own path.
We are
here for a reason, and everybody needs to learn something, and everybody, if you want to stay in the planet where the old earth, where you have a karma again and again, and
the repetition.
In this loop, is part of your learning.
Right. So if you don't let go, you can't move forward.
We are illimited. We are eternal. So we have a time to go back again and do again. So what I'm saying is, I wish everybody start to realize that every time you have some judgment or you have a fear, shift and say, I know the universe is going to take care of me. Yeah. I know I'm safe and protected, and everything's going to be fine, because I am powerful, I am unique, and I'm loved. So I think if we say this and we believe it, it helps us to shift our perception. Because when we perceive ourselves differently, people are going to start to perceive yourself different. So
you're going to be seen differently with what you believe about yourself, with how you feel, how you carry yourself, and that's who you are. So be who you want to be and move forward. Like you said, we'll come back in another video and talk about some of the examples and the exercises to do in those stages, so we can give you more work on how to deal with all that.
Yes. So have a wonderful day and enjoy this time.
And happy coffee to you. Cheers.